Papua New Guinea has one of the most serious HIV/AIDS epidemics in the Asia-Pacific sub-region. In response, across our nation, people took part in World AIDS Day this year, working to raise awareness about HIV and help us to move closer to the goal of an AIDS-free generation. The theme, "The time to act is now," calls on all of us to act with urgency to implement HIV prevention strategies. We take a close look at how our nation is responding to this epidemic. Jaya back here with this report.
World AIDS Day is held on the 1st of December each year and is an opportunity for people worldwide to unite in the fight against HIV, showing their support for people living with HIV and to commemorate people who have died. The AIDS Council opted to do something different this year, deciding to hold an expo with participants from all sectors, both public and private, taking part. The theme for this year was Know Your Status, Get Treated and Live Longer. Match the day's events, as free testing and counseling was also on offer for those willing to get it.
The theme for World AIDS Day this year is get tested. Everybody get tested. Please test, please.
World AIDS Day is important because it reminds the public and the government that HIV has not gone away. There is still a vital need to raise money, increase awareness, fight prejudice and improve education. World AIDS Day is an opportunity to show support and solidarity with the millions of people living with HIV. Wearing a red ribbon is one simple way of doing this. PNG marked the day beginning at 8 a.m. in the morning with a march from the PNG Education Institute to the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby. Parties involved included government departments, NGOs, schools and the general public, most of whom were dressed in red.
Live longer!
Live longer!
Know your status!
Know your status!
Get treatment!
World AIDS Day was the first ever Global Health Day, held for the first time in 1988. Globally, there are an estimated 34 million people who have the virus. Despite the virus only being identified in 1984, more than 35 million people have died of HIV or AIDS, making it one of the most destructive pandemics in history. Papua New Guinea currently has over 32,000 infected persons, of which almost 20,000 are registered and taking ART treatment. HIV has been growing in the country at a rate of about 2,000 infections per year, with the statistics showing the younger generation between the ages of 16 to 29 the most affected.
And it is an opportunity for us in PNG.
In his opening remarks, NACS Director Peter Bire highlighted some of the facts and figures surrounding the HIV epidemic.
There are some 32,000 people living with HIV in PNG, and we are getting around 2,000 new cases or new infections per year. Our adult prevalence rate in the general population is estimated to be about 0.65%, but much higher in key populations or most at-risk populations. Close to 20,000 people are on ARV treatment.
The United Nations has set a goal where by the year 2030, HIV and AIDS must be eliminated using the 1990 formula under the fast-track approach. As a signatory, the country through the National AIDS Council Secretariat and its partners is also striving towards this goal, as explained by Dr. Nick Dalla from the National Department of Health.
We are on a target that globally and within the country, we must stop new infections among pediatric population, which means a mother who is pregnant must never and can never be allowed to transmit the HIV virus to the unborn child, because we have the mechanism, we have the drugs and the treatment to stop that.
United Nations Ambassador to PNG, Walter North, who also attended the event, initially making a commitment to be the first person to be tested. He pointed out the fact that we now have the technology that is able to help us fight this disease. With this, the ambassador said, we can ensure future generations live in an AIDS-free environment, only if we are able to stop the transmissions. The National Capital District Commission provided 50,000 kina to the AIDS Council to assist them in hosting the event. Governor Powes Pakop said the target set by the United Nations is just 15 years away, and as such, more effort is needed in the fight against HIV and AIDS. He said currently the country is doing well in its management and control measures, but we are still far from realizing a goal of a HIV-free PNG.
We call for scale-up of the response to guarantee access to HIV education, testing, treatment and care, and support to every person in our country.
The opposition leader Don Pollier also made an appearance late in the day to show support. He emphasized that taking medication and positive thinking are ways in which infected persons may prolong their lives. Mr. Pollier made a plea to citizens to get tested regularly, as there were other ways of being infected apart from sexual contact. Organizations who participated in the World AIDS Day commemorations expo set up stalls showing their wares, as well as what they did in their small way to fight against this global epidemic. The Department of Health has agreed that the current statistics on HIV and AIDS may not be the real figures, as many people around the country do not know their status.
There is hope for the future. The substantial increases in testing and access to treatment is making a difference. However, we still have a long way to go until AIDS is under control. For more information, contact the National AIDS Council or visit their website www.nacs.org.pg. We'll be back with more after this break.